Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 23 and it's round 2 of our debut season in the career mode. It's time for the Qatar GP, it's time for the Losail International Circuit. So here we go then guys, from a much better qualifying position than the Sepang race, we are now starting in a decent spot. We're waiting for the red light square. This is a long wait, and away we go. Still starting from what, 23rd, 22nd on the grid. Not ideal. I missed out in Q1. The AI was just too strong again, but we are strong on the brakes. Can we regain some positions into turn 1? We can. Bit of contact for the rear tyre there of Kelso as we run it a little bit deep. Nearly making contact with Rueda as well, but we're alright for now. Of course, we had a bit of a ding-dong with Rueda in the last time out in Sepang in the second or third to final round of the championship, but now here in the penultimate round, getting a bit out to shape. We have a couple of objectives to do. Now, of course, we brought the gap against Ryusei Yamanaka within 2 points last time, or with 1 point, should I say. This time, we've got to do it again. And Yamanaka is ahead of us. You can see him in the distance there. I want to get him into the left-hand side. And we're usually pretty good here in turn 6. And we're able to make it stick ahead of Xavi Artigas. Now, I mentioned in the last video that I had to manipulate the AI difficulty to make the racing fun and interesting. I yet again have changed it. This time it's on about 95%. I felt like I was more competitive and I was able to race the AI here in Qatar. So hopefully this time we can keep it interesting, keep them honest, and have a bloody good battle. So up in the inside of Rueda, we are now into the top 10. Still losing 3 points to Ryusei Yamanaka. You can see in that graphic on the right hand side there that that is our 2 objectives for today's race. Simple enough. Beat Yamanaka by enough to take the championship points over him, and of course, beat him here in the race. And who is that man ahead of us? That certain Japanese rider, Ryusei Yamanaka, as it's going to get close for 14. I thought it was going to go for the lunge, but here to the left, around the outside, can we get it done? We certainly can. Into turn 15. Ricardo Rossi's wearing the Lorenzo helmet. We've seen that yesterday for some reason, as we now go up on the brake. So the championship points are in our favour. We take 1 point ahead of Ryusei Yamanaka and therefore will complete our objective. What a race so far for us here in Qatar. Dropping the power down to 1 here, using the slipstream of Suzuki should still put us in a good spot to chase down the riders ahead. It's a good strong braking, a very late braking for turn 1. It's one of the biggest differences here in the 23rd instalment of MotoGP is the fact that you can really brake late now. And it feels good, maybe a little bit unrealistic here and there, but it does feel really satisfying to go really firm into those corners and to go really late upon their brakes. You can also trail brake quite a lot now. And of course, if you see my review, you'll know how my feelings and opinions were for those sort of features added to MotoGP 23. If you want to see more, definitely check out my review in the link in the description, or furthermore on my channel in the videos section. So we have got past Ayumi Sasaki, and now we were just fighting with Dennis on Chu as he just get barged out of the way from Sasaki. I guess I should have gone for that lunge on Chu rather than being hesitant. Sometimes you just get the old feelings of 22 in your head, so sometimes you don't really have that confidence to go into those corners with such temerity. Getting caught on the rumble strip for turn 8 is certainly costing us time there, so we're going to have to try and avoid that for the next couple of laps. Of course, only a 6-lap dash here in Moto3, here in Qatar. The Qatari night sky is still, sunny for now? But by the end of this race, it could well be dark. Now, something to mention, there is no variable weather for Qatar. I guess it kind of makes sense, but also it doesn't. Everywhere should have variable weather, but Qatar is usually a very hot destination. But still, we've had rain in there in the past, so we'll see what happens. But up into the inside for turn 14, Sasaki has been dismantled. Can we dispatch Yvonne Chu around the outside? It's a brave move. We should be having the Lorenzo helmet next. Everyone who does the Lorenzo does the Pafuera right round the outside. Beautiful. Into turn 16. Well, I tell you what, am I too optimistic when I say that we can have a podium here today? We're up to top 5, still battling with Onchu and Sasaki. The Husqvarna to the right, and then of course the KTM just ahead of us. But look at the Honda coming out the slipstream. Fastest man on circuit is the number 47. You've seen him before, or maybe you haven't seen him before. It's me, number 47, trying to do everything in my power to keep the ride for next season. Either we re-sign with the Vision Track Honda Racing team, or we jump elsewhere. I guess we'll find out very soon, with only one more race remaining after this one. So halfway complete. I'd say we're having a pretty good showing so far. Ivan O'Tola, the winner of the Grand Prix in the last one in Sepang, in the very wet and sodden conditions. And now it's the two championship protagonists dealing blows, Holgado and Moreira, apologies, into the left-hand side for 6. O'Tola's gone deep. Can we squeeze past on the Spaniard? Oh, I got caught into him by bringing the power on too early. It's something we've got to adjust to. It's going to take a while to adjust to, it really is. But once we get it right, we'll be bombing it around this circuit. Already feel very competitive, and considering the AI is about 90%, 95, I can't remember which number I chose. Oh, never mind about that, because change of direction. We lined that up 2 corners ago. O'Tola has been dispatched with on the MT Angelus Racing. He's still there. Is he going to go through? It's a brave, bold move if he goes into turn 12. I don't think he's close enough to do it. We're holding on. We're holding firm. The Honda feels really good around Qatar. I am really enjoying this one. And you know what? Why stop here, guys and gals? Why stop at 3rd? Let's keep pushing. It's only a second advantage to Moreira and Holgado. We just need them to exchange a bit. Just have a bit of a fight. Just start chopping and changing positions, and we could be right there in there for a chance of this podium, or at least a chance for a higher position on the podium. So coming out to the right-hand side there for the final corner, we should be taking a little bit of an advantage on our fastest lap set a lap prior. Across the line goes Moreira and Holgado. Holgado is the new faster man on the track, and we're getting caught up here. Gesticulation from our rider as Suzuki bashed us. Back onto the brakes for turn 1. Front end protesting a little bit, but handles pretty well. I would say there's not really much of an issue. And now into the left again for turn 2. Downshifting quite methodically for turn 2. Now with a change of direction, we need to tack this one with pure precision to get the right speed coming out of the right-hander there. And now onto the approach for the difficult and somewhat innocuous turn 4. It does sort of dip away from you quicker than you expect. We have closed the gap to half a second. Is this our chance to shine, guys and gals? Can we attack Holgado at the nearest and available opportunity? Strong acceleration coming out of the left-hander there, but we are using a lot of fuel to keep up with these two. And the last thing I want to do now is blow it, and blow the whole podium by having a low power, so burning too much fuel and then having to run power setting 1 for the duration of the race. To the right there for turn 9. Look how well we are able to tackle that right-hander for turn 9. The bikes move so good in MotoGP 23. Of course, you have the disadvantage with bringing the power on too early, and you can go wide, but the bikes move really well. You can really chuck these Moto3 bikes around. A prime example for the double apex right-hander here for turn 12 and then to 13. We're right on the cusp here. The precipice of getting into turn 2, excuse me, into P2. Can it be done? Still using a lot of power setting 3. We're going to have to drop to 2 soon as we break into the left-hand side for 15. Oh, I tensed up for that. I tensed up for getting caught on the rumble strip there. Rueda is the fastest man on the circuit. I forgot to mention that. A 2:08.416 for the man from Seville. But now to the right for 16. Come on, turn in, turn in. Oh, it's pushing. We're really pushing to keep up with these two now. 0.6 of a second. This could very well be the first 2:07 lap time of the Grand Prix. It is. No, it isn't. I thought it would be. A 2:08.014. Close enough as you can possibly be, but very late on the brakes. I've gone wide. We're too deep into turn 1. Quick check to the right-hand side. That has cost us. That has cost us a lot of time. I suckered myself into that one. I was pushing so hard to catch up with these two at the front. That's the experience, guys and gals. It'll come. We'll get back onto the podium, and then hopefully we can chase them down, but I just don't think we can. Into the right for turn 4. O'Tola's occupying position number 3. It's not doing me any favours, mate, so you're going to have to move. Into the left-hand side for 6. Can we? We can get it done. Beautiful tight apex there. Good entry coming here. Good exit. Brilliant exit, as a matter of fact. We didn't compromise too much speed. with balancing and acceleration. Those TCX boots are getting their workout with the upshifts and downshifts, aren't they? To the left-hand side goes the Vision Track Honda, and back over to the right with good precision. The gap is down to 9 tenths of a second. I'm trying, I'm really trying here. I'm pushing. Can we get close enough? 8 tenths of a second now. That mistake into turn 1 really cost us. I know we can go late on the brakes, but I wanted to go later. I wanted more from that lap. Into the right for 13. Got to keep the bike angled in the right way here. You can mess it up really easy by touching that apex. I thought we were going to do it then. Would have been a classic commentary curse if that was going to happen. But to the left for 15. Bring on the acceleration. Get into the slipstream. We're desperate for it. We should be able to use power setting 3 now, surely. I don't want to risk the power. I'm not really that confident with the fuel yet. Here in MotoGP 23. We're bringing on the power. It could be time. Can we? I know in MotoGP 22, if you put it to power setting 3, it drops significantly quicker. So far, it's still showing that we've got the speed. Oh, Ayumu Sasaki, the first and only man into the 207s. A 207.945 for the Japanese rider. Now to the... Oh, downshifted too many times. That's cost us again. You can tell how much I'm pushing here. This is only on 95% difficulty or 90%, whatever it was. They are pushing me to the maximum here. Can you imagine what 120 difficulty would be like? It'd be ridiculous. So pushing far now. Can we catch up to Holgado and Moreira? Late on the brakes for turn 4. Oh, I tell you what, we're closing in. We're going all in here. We don't want a third. We don't want a second. We want a victory. Come on. We're so close now. Firm on the brakes again for 6. Bit late, but it's okay because we'll square it up. We'll go for that V-shaped line, similar to what the RC213V Hondas do in MotoGP, as we go to the right-hand side once more. How are we going to stay on? I'm pushing so much now. The medium front and hard rear is getting its workout. Into turn 9. This is where we got Ortola earlier on. Tight to the apex. Not going to happen, but we're going all in. All in, ladies and gentlemen, here in the Qatari night. We've got to go for it. Will this be a Qatari delight or a Qatari disaster? Holgado, there's a door opening. Can we sneak through? We're going for it. Into second. Oh, not quite. Not quite good enough. Holgado's holding firm. He needs the championship points as much as Moreira does. And as it stands, I think Moreira would take over in the championship. A little bit wide. Oh, I can't catch up to him. I'm doing everything. I'm going all in. But I just cannot keep up with him. Moreira is definitely going to win this one, but can we pip Holgado on the line with the slipstream? A good entry and an exit here is required. Oh, I'm trying. Oh, it's not going to happen. We'll have the slipstream, and we're going to set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix on the last lap here, aren't we? What a performance across the line. That is our first Moto3 podium within the debut season. So Moreira takes the victory from Holgado and us in third place, just half a second behind. What a turnaround from Sepang to Qatar. The fastest man on track. We not only beat Ryusuke Yamanaka, but we took massive points in our championship challenge. So we now move our attention to the championship standings, and Holgado leads the championship by just 4 points. That's going right down to the death in Valencia, but for us, we've got a 7-point lead from Yamanaka, and we have now completed that objective. Brilliant performance from us in Qatar to earn some big points and to stay ahead of Ryusuke Yamanaka. So we'll conclude the video by looking at the team's championship, and what a great performance we have done today for the Vision Track Racing team. We are now in 5th place, 209 points, just 121 behind Leopard Racing, which has already done and dusted. But guys, thank you very much for watching the video. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below, and be sure to subscribe to a lot more DrAce content, because I've got a lot more MotoGP 23 videos coming very soon. Thanks for watching. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.